Okay, back again. I'm working these buttons now. So the last thing I need to do, this is the last button. It's for the video place. So I'm going to highlight this, call it video. I just pasted it. Okay, now I get my move tool and I move it. And I'm going to show you another cool trick here. You're going to like this one. What I can do now is I can arrange all of these guys by going Window. And what do I need? I need the transform. Now the info. No, that's not the info. I need the Window Align tool or the Align palette. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these. One, hold down the Shift key, click on that one, click on that one, click on that one, click on that one, right? And now I'm going to line them all up to the left. And now they all line to the left. And then I'm going to distribute evenly between them. Now they're all distributed evenly between them. And now what I can do is I can just drag them where I need them to go. Okay, and I could even offset them here. That'd be kind of cool. Something like that. All right. And so now I can get rid of this palette, and you can see now they're all evenly spaced and ready to go. Now I need to turn each one of these into an actual button so that this will work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this home one right here and say modify, convert to symbol, button. Okay, and I'll just call it home. Oops, no caps. Let's see here. Home. Okay, and then this one, modify, convert to symbol, and call this one about. Okay, make sure it's a button. All right, click OK. All right, and then this one's gallery. All right, I could just do F8, right? And got to spell correctly. Gallery, and then select this text box. Notice they're all static text. This one, F8, and button, and this one's called contact. And this last one, F8, select it, F8, and call this one video. Okay. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons that are working buttons, and what I need to do now is I need to do, this is important, and that is if you want to start coding things and controlling how things happen in your Flash movie with code, then you have to give things, your sprites, your objects, your buttons and your movie clips. Your buttons and your movie clips need to have a special name so that you can code to it. And what's called is called an instance name. And you'll see down here that this is instance name right here. If I select the button, there's a space for me to put an instance name down in the property window. So I'm going to click the home button, and I'm going to make the instance name, I'll just call it H, and then hit enter. And now when I select the home button, you'll see down here its instance name is H. And this one, I'll make it A. Okay. And this one, I'll make it G for gallery. Hit enter. And this one will be C. Hit enter to make sure it takes. And then this one, I'll click down here and make it V. Hit enter to make sure it takes. So, and then double check that when you click on each one, notice I'm not double clicking, I'm just single clicking each one. See the letters change. Next thing you can do is if you wanted to go in and make the buttons fancy, you could always double click on the button, which will take you into symbol editing mode. And now you can create hit states for your buttons, or you could, when you have an overstate, for instance, I could click on the overstate here, hit F6, right? Select the button, and change the filter from black to, let's say, orange. So now when I roll over the button, it'll highlight, okay? And then when I click down, I could just copy this one, copy frame, and then paste frame. So now if I play my movie, okay, I'll show you how it works. All right, there's my buttons. When I roll over the home button, you see it changes colors. Okay, these ones don't. But you can tell they're buttons because it changes the cursor to the hand cursor. Okay, so there's that. I'll close that out. back to scene 1. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write some code that's going to control these buttons. And I'm going to show you how that code looks. So I'm going to click on the actions layer, this empty keyframe that's right above the buttons. Now this is important because the buttons need to come into existence in the Flash movie with their names, right? With their individual names, on the same keyframe, right? Or before you put your code. So I can't put the code, let's say, over here. Because over here, if I put the code here, the buttons don't come into the movie till here with their letter name. So the code won't work. So I have to put the code here or after the existence of the buttons. So the buttons come into play right here. Right? In the previous frame, they're not there. See, they're not there. Now they're here, and that's when I can put the code. So I click on the actions layer. I'm going to unlock it, open up my code window.